Bansira village succumbs to the night, its dim outlines barely visible through the torrential rain. Mist weaves through the village, blurring the edges of reality as the storm intensifies. The relentless rain drums a somber rhythm, each drop echoing the village's isolation. Darkness envelops Bansira, where only the sound of the storm pierces the oppressive silence. The village lies still, helpless against the raging storm, a scene of profound desolation. Under the cloak of night, a humble mud house succumbs to the relentless rain. Muddy streams carve paths down the weathered walls, each drop a testament to time's unyielding passage. A solitary oil lamp flickers within, its wavering light a fragile defiance against the encroaching darkness. The dim glow struggles to pierce the veil of night, a beacon of hope in a world consumed by shadows. The forest looms, an impenetrable barrier, as rain intensifies, each drop echoing the solitude of the dwelling. In this remote haven, the flickering lamp whispers tales of resilience, its light a symbol of endurance. In the dim light of her sparsely furnished home, Champa, weathered by time, sits alone on a string cot. The rusting oil lamp flickers, casting dancing shadows that amplify the weariness etched on Champa's face. She lifts a cup of black tea to her lips, each sip a quiet moment in her solitary existence. The bare necessities of the room highlight the depth of her isolation, each shadow a testament to her silent struggles. In the stillness, the weight of years and solitude presses upon her, each breath a reminder of the life she has lived. The dim light obscures the room, shrouding Champa in a blanket of quiet resignation. In the dim light of her home, Champa leans in close, her focus entirely consumed by the sputtering radio. Static fills the room, a chaotic symphony that mirrors the turmoil in Champa's mind. Her grip tightens on the worn wooden cane, knuckles gleaming white against the aged wood. The cane becomes a symbol of her resilience, a silent testament to battles fought and victories won. Dim light barely penetrates Champa's house, casting long, eerie shadows that twist and writhe across the walls. A vintage radio stands silent on a side table, its dial casting a faint, ghostly glow into the darkness. The music abruptly cuts out, leaving only a deafening silence that amplifies the tension in the room. The room is plunged into absolute silence as the clock ominously strikes 7 p.m. The sudden stillness hangs heavy in the air, as if the very house holds its breath. The silence is broken only by the faint hum of electricity, a subtle reminder of the unseen forces at play. The room is filled with an oppressive darkness, where shadows writhe in every corner. A palpable sense of anticipation hangs heavy in the air. A faint, ethereal whisper slithers through the silence. The darkness seems to deepen as the disembodied voice calls out, Champa. The darkness waits, expectant. In the quiet of her home, Champa is suddenly paralyzed by a chilling, unseen presence, her eyes widening in pure fear. Panic grips her as she frantically scans the dimly lit room, desperately seeking the source of the disembodied voice. The silence of the house amplifies her terror, each shadow seeming to conceal a lurking threat. Her breath hitches as she whirls around, the unseen voice now a tangible presence in the room. Under the cloak of night, Champa's silhouette appears in the window. Rain streaks the glass, blurring the outside world as Champa stares into the darkness. Each drop seems to mirror the isolation that surrounds her. Her body a canvas of shadows and pain, she leans heavily on the window. In the quiet of the night, her weary eyes search for something beyond the storm. Under the cloak of night, 5 figures stand frozen in Champa's courtyard, their bare feet exposed to the cool earth. Defiant against the elements, they remain without umbrellas or coats, their stillness unnerving. Their gazes are locked upward, fixed on Champa's window, as if awaiting a sign. In the silent courtyard, their collective gaze intensifies, directed at the illuminated window above. An unspoken anticipation hangs heavy in the air as they maintain their vigil, united in purpose. Champa stands in the dim light, her anxiety growing as shadows twist around her. Her hands tremble as she reaches out, fingers brushing against the heavy fabric of the curtain. She clutches the curtain tightly, drawing it closed against the encroaching darkness. "Just kids," she mutters, her voice betraying a deep, unsettling fear that vibrates in the air. Her heart pounds, a frantic drum against the cage of her ribs. The kitchen is silent, save for a persistent knocking. An unsettling rhythm emanates from within the kitchen cupboard. The rhythmic knocking grows louder, echoing ominously. The source of the sound remains hidden behind the closed door. An air of mystery fills the kitchen as the knocking persists. The rhythmic knocking continues, a relentless and unnerving presence. In the heart of the night, Champa stands frozen. A chilling dread creeps into Champa's eyes as she slowly turns. Her eyes widen with terror. The knocking persists, 3 sharp taps. Each tap echoes, amplifying the terror that grips her. Paralyzed by fear, Champa remains still. In the heart of Champa's kitchen, shadows waltz across the time-worn surfaces, illuminated by a solitary, stark bulb. The air thickens as Champa's voice shatters the silence.
"Who's there?"
Champa stands frozen, her silhouette stark against the dim light. The shadows deepen, responding to Champa's fearful query. The bulb flickers, casting elongated shadows that dance to the rhythm of Champa's heartbeat. In the dead of night, an unsettling silence hangs over Champa's kitchen, every shadow a harbinger of the unknown. The cupboard door creaks open, revealing the unsettling darkness. The door continues to swing wider, revealing darkness. The cupboard stands open, revealing nothing inside but an infinite, all-consuming darkness. The darkness seems to pulse, a silent invitation into the abyss. In the dead of night, an ominous growl echoes from the depths of the cupboard. The air thickens with anticipation as the unseen presence makes itself known. Every shadow seems to dance with menace, fueled by the unsettling sound. The growl intensifies, hinting at something sinister lurking just beyond sight. A palpable tension fills the room as the unseen entity prepares to reveal itself. The kitchen falls silent as Champa begins to retreat, her face etched with a mix of fear and disbelief. The air thickens with unspoken dread as Champa stumbles backward, her cane trembling violently. Each step back is a testament to her growing terror. The kitchen seems to close in around her, every shadow alive with unseen horrors. In the dead of night, a scene of pure terror unfolds in Champa's kitchen. From the depths of a shadowy cupboard, a grotesque, clawed hand emerges. The decaying hand grabs wildly, its putrid flesh a stark contrast to the mundane kitchen setting. The air fills with a sense of impending doom as the hand continues its desperate reach. Each decaying finger seems to claw at the very fabric of reality, threatening to unleash unspeakable horrors. The kitchen, once a place of warmth and comfort, is now a stage for nightmares. In the dim kitchen, Champa's frustration explodes as she slams the cupboard. The rusted hook screeches as Champa secures the cupboard, sealing its secrets. Champa steps back, her gaze locked onto the sealed cupboard. A tense silence fills the kitchen as Champa continues to stare at the cupboard. Champa retreats slowly into the hallway, never breaking eye contact with the cupboard. The hallway stretches into darkness, an impossible length. In the inky blackness, the hallway appears endless. The corridor seems to have no end. The inky blackness swallows all light. Champa's hallway at night, where black moss clings to the walls, its surface slick and alive. The moss breathes softly in the dim light, its dark tendrils reaching across the stone. Each patch pulses with a hidden life, a silent testament to the hall's decay. The walls weep with moisture as the moss clings tighter, consuming the hall. The hallway whispers with the unseen movements of the living moss. In Champa's hallway, portraits line the walls, their surfaces unnervingly alive. The faces within begin to subtly shift, as if caught in a silent scream. Distortion intensifies. Features melt and drip like candle wax down the canvas. The portraits are transforming into grotesque mockeries of their former selves. The hallway is now a macabre gallery of melting memories and distorted legacies. In the dimly lit hallway, a framed photo catches the meager light, its presence a silent sentinel. The portrait reveals a smiling man, now defiled by streaks of fresh, crimson blood, turning joy into horror. The blood appears to weep from the image, a macabre transformation of a cherished memory. Each drop of blood tells a silent story, a grim reminder of a life tragically ended. The hallway remains silent, the defiled portrait, a haunting testament to loss and desecration. A long, dimly lit hallway stretches into shadow, anticipation hanging heavy in the air. Footsteps echo from the darkness, growing louder. A voice pierces the silence.
You forgot us, Champa, but we didn't forget you.
The shadows seem to deepen, concealing the speaker's form as the threat hangs in the air. The hallway awaits, filled with unknown danger. Champa pivots sharply, expecting the familiar sight of the main room. His eyes widen in disbelief as he stares at nothing but a solid wall where the door once stood. The door has vanished, leaving Champa isolated in the hallway. Panic begins to set in as he realizes he is trapped. Champa is now completely alone, with no way out of the hallway. Rain infiltrates Champa's hallway, each drop a mournful tear from the night. The hallway transforms into a river of despair, reflecting the turmoil within. Each drop echoes the untold stories of sorrow and isolation. The relentless rain mirrors the unending torment. The hallway is saturated, a somber testament to the night's despair. In the dimly lit hallway, shadows stretch like grasping fingers, distorting reality. A spectral cat, Mira, streaks across the floor, her midnight fur barely visible in the gloom. Mira's eyes glow with unnatural red light as she unleashes an eerie yowl that chills the bone. Then, in a blink, Mira vanishes into the floorboards, leaving only silence and lingering unease. In the dim light, Champa's aged hands reach out. Her fingers brush against the worn cover of the old Bible. She closes her fingers around the Bible, holding it firmly. Champa's weathered hands lift the Bible from the wooden surface. The Bible is raised, held securely in her grasp. The old Bible rests safely in her hands. In the dimly lit room, shadows waltz across the walls, their movements distorting the familiar. The stark, white pages of a Bible lay open on the table, their emptiness, a silent scream in the darkness. The room breathes with secrets, the shadows clinging to the walls like memories refusing to fade. The Bible remains open, its blank pages reflecting the room's oppressive stillness. The scene is filled with an unsettling quiet, the shadows whispering untold stories in the dark. In the dimly lit room, shadows swirl like secrets, enveloping everything in an eerie embrace. A solitary candle casts a trembling light upon an open book, its pages whispering forgotten tales. The words on the page shimmer ominously, as if imbued with a dark, malevolent life of their own. The script seems to bleed, as if the ink were replaced with blood, a chilling testament to a debt long unpaid. A voice echoes from the shadows, a haunting declaration.
You are the last. The debt must be paid.
Champa's piercing scream shatters the night, her terror echoing through the corridors. Driven by unseen horrors, Champa sprints desperately towards her shrine room, a sanctuary against the encroaching darkness. The shrine room awaits, a beacon of fragile hope in the face of overwhelming dread. Her sanctuary is now in sight, the only place where she might find solace. The entrance to the shrine room is open, beckoning Champa to come in and seek refuge. The once sacred shrine room now stands desecrated, a chilling testament to lost reverence. Champa's idols lie face down in the dust, their silent forms bearing witness to the sacrilege. A thick layer of black ash blankets every surface, a grim shroud over what was once holy. The air hangs heavy with the stench of violation. Each overturned idol a stark reminder of lost sanctity. Silence echoes through the desecrated space, broken only by the ghosts of forgotten prayers. The desecration is complete, leaving behind only the haunting echo of what was once sacred. Moonlight weaves through the latticed windows, painting the shrine room with shadows. A child-sized figure lurks where idols should stand, shrouded in darkness. An unsettling grin spreads across the figure's face, hinting at unseen horrors. The grin widens, needle teeth glinting in the dim light, promising malice. The room holds its breath as the figure's grin promises something sinister. In the shrine room, shadows twist and writhe across the ancient carvings. A mysterious figure stands motionless, its presence a heavy weight in the dimly lit space. The air thickens, an unspoken threat permeating the ancient chamber. The figure's voice echoes through the shrine.
We were here before the gods. A demand cuts through the stillness. We wait beneath your home. Let us in.
In the dead of night, the walls of Champa's house bear the scars of time, their surfaces etched with cracks. A haunting moan rises from the house's core, as if the structure itself is in agony. Burnt hands emerge, their clawed fingers reaching with desperate intent. Small hands of children appear, their presence adding an unsettling layer to the horror. Gnarled hands of old men reach out, completing the circle of grasping horrors. In the heart of Bansira village, the night sky erupts with a symphony of thunder as torrential rain lashes down, blurring the lines between earth and sky. Amidst the chaos, Champa bursts forth, her bare feet pounding against the rain-soaked earth. Each step is a testament to her determination. The sound of her feet, like a drumbeat against the storm's relentless rhythm. The heavens roar in response, thunder echoing through the night. The sound echoes like breaking bones. Champa continues her sprint. The Bansira village now stands as a haunting graveyard under the shroud of night. Where homes once stood, only tombstones remain, stark against the dark horizon. The silence of death replaces the sounds of life in the desolate village. The empty expanse reflects the emptiness of loss, a landscape of sorrow under the moonlit sky. Each grave tells a silent story of a life interrupted, a community destroyed. The village of Bansira is no more. Only a field of graves bears witness to what was. Under the cold, watchful eye of the moon, Bansira village transforms into a silent city of the dead. Each stone whispers a single haunting name, Champa. An eerie silence blankets the village, broken only by the rustling of unseen spirits. The moonlight casts long, spectral shadows, turning the graveyard into a canvas of chilling memories. The countless Champas stand as silent witnesses to a forgotten tragedy. The air hangs heavy with the weight of untold stories. Each Champa a lost soul under the silent moon. Under the cloak of night, Bansira village is cast into an abyss of darkness. A sudden flash of lightning cuts through the darkness, revealing 5 figures standing motionless. The brief illumination etches their forms against the backdrop of the desolate village. As quickly as it arrives, the light vanishes, plunging the village back into an even more profound darkness. The silence of Bansira is broken only by the distant rumble of thunder, a haunting reminder of the storm's relentless power. Under the cloak of night, Bansira village reveals its silent figures. Faces emerge from the shadows, each one a painful reminder of what was. In a whisper from the past, Champa's voice echoes, "My husband, my 2 children, my sister." Her heart aches as she recognizes those dearest to her, now lost in the village's embrace. The village holds them close, their memories a haunting tableau in the darkness. Bansira village at night, cloaked in mystery. A figure emerges, their face obscured, an enigma in the night. The 5th figure's face morphs, identity elusive, a constant shift, a face never truly seen. Bansira village lies shrouded in an oppressive darkness, the embers of dying fires casting eerie shadows that dance across the desolate landscape. Silent figures emerge from the gloom, their forms indistinct against the night, as a chilling wind carries whispers through the ruins. From the shadows, a voice rises, filled with accusation and despair. "You left us in the storm." The accusation hangs heavy in the air, mingling with the scent of ash and the mournful sigh of the wind. As the embers fade, the village seems to hold its breath, awaiting a response to the haunting claim. From the inky blackness, a spectral figure begins to materialize, its outline blurred and indistinct. The figure takes a tentative step forward, each movement stirring the dust of the village road. A voice echoes through the night, filled with sorrow.
"But I was in your womb, Champa."
The spectral figure's voice rises with accusation and pain.
"You let me die before I was born."
Each word hangs heavy in the air, a chilling reminder of a life unlived, a bond severed. The village road seems to absorb the lament, the dust swirling as if disturbed by the figure's sorrowful presence. Under the cold light of the moon, Champa crumples to the parched earth, her form seized by violent tremors. The night air vibrates with unspoken judgments, heavy with the weight of Champa's desperate confession. Her voice cracking with terror, Champa cries out, "I didn't mean to. I was scared. I didn't know." Each word hangs like a curse in the still night, echoing her desperate plea for understanding. The village remains silent, as if holding its breath, awaiting a response to her shattering admission. The dust swirls around her, mirroring the chaos and remorse consuming her very being. In Bansira, the night air crackles with unseen energy as figures emerge from the shadows. They float forward, an ethereal advance that defies the natural order. Their mouths unhinge in silent screams, a grotesque display of otherworldly horror. Eyes glow with an eerie light, piercing the darkness with malevolent intent. The village is now at the mercy of these spectral invaders. Beneath the cloak of night, Bansira village is shattered as the earth violently awakens. The world cracks open under Champa's feet as the village is torn asunder. Huts are swallowed whole, vanishing into the abyss as the village is consumed. Terror grips the hearts of the villagers as they scatter, their screams swallowed by the chaos. The very ground betrays them, turning sanctuary into a nightmare of destruction. Bansira village is now a scene of devastation, as the remnants of a once peaceful village are no more. The night deepens over Bansira village as shadows stretch and twist. A house stands silhouetted against the fading light, its aged timbers creaking a mournful song. A final groan echoes through the village as the house begins to buckle. Dust and debris billow outwards as the structure collapses inward, devoured by the earth. Roots snake out from the darkness, claiming the fallen house as their own. Silence descends once more, leaving only shadows where a home once stood. Night falls on Bansira village, the sky weeping a rain of ashes. The village is quiet. A thin layer of ash settles on the ground, a grim shroud over the night. The air is thick with the smell of smoke and sorrow. Silence descends, broken only by the soft patter of ash falling. In the darkness of Bansira village, a sea of hands reaches out, a silent terror. Champa struggles, the earth itself turning against her. The grasping hands tighten their hold, pulling Champa deeper into the abyss. Champa is dragged into the earth. The village returns to an eerie calm, the ground swallowing its secret. Under the cloak of night in Bansira, Champa stares into the abyss of a puddle. The water's reflection betrays a horrifying truth. The face staring back is not her own. Her once familiar features have morphed into something inhuman, unrecognizable. A chilling realization dawns: she is one of them, an imposter in her own skin. The puddle mirrors not Champa, but a creature of nightmare, forever altering her destiny. Under the cloak of night, the village of Bansira fades into obscurity. The last lights flicker and die, leaving only shadows. Even the sounds of life are swallowed by the overwhelming darkness. A sense of desolation descends as Bansira vanishes completely. Only the outline of the village remains, a ghost of its former self. Under a sky heavy with sorrow, a lone car threads its way through the rain-soaked abyss of a forgotten road, each drop a tear in the night. The car's headlights slice through the darkness, illuminating a path into the unknown. Rain lashes against the windshield, blurring the world outside into an impressionistic painting of light and shadow. The car persists, a solitary beacon in a world consumed by darkness and rain. In the confines of the car, darkness amplifies the driver's growing anxiety. His eyes dart nervously to the rearview mirror, betraying an inner turmoil. Each fleeting glance reveals a deeper sense of unease. He is trapped in silent anticipation. The forgotten road stretches into the night, bathed in the moon's cold light. Dust devils dance like specters, twirling in the distance. The wind howls, a lonely sound across the desolate expanse. A voice whispers from nowhere. Champa. The road remains silent, expectant, under the watchful moon. The wind continues its mournful song across the deserted landscape. Inside the car, the driver's hesitation is palpable, his grip tightening on the steering wheel. The driver's knuckles whiten under the dim light as fear creeps in. In the confined space, a question hangs heavy in the air. Who's there? His voice trembles, a question echoing into the darkness. Who's there? He speaks, fear etched on his face. Who's there? The question hangs in the air, unanswered, amplifying the tension. Under the cloak of night, a lone car ventures down a forgotten road, its headlights piercing the swirling mist. The vehicle becomes increasingly obscured, swallowed by the darkness and the dense, ethereal haze. Its form flickers, a fleeting silhouette against the impenetrable gloom. Finally, it vanishes completely, leaving only the swirling mist and the haunting silence of the forgotten road. Flames engulf Bansira village, casting a hellish glow across the night. Amidst the chaos, a younger Champa stands frozen, her home reduced to ashes. The inferno dances in her eyes, reflecting the devastation. The air is thick with smoke. The smell of burning wood fills her nostrils. Flames engulf the house, casting long, dancing shadows that writhe like tormented souls. Desperate figures claw at windows, their forms distorted by the inferno's glare. Smoke billows, choking the air as the silhouettes struggle in a dance of despair. The fire roars, consuming everything in its path, the trapped figures fading into the blaze. Eerie silhouettes flicker as the inferno rages, a haunting image of lives consumed by the flames. The house collapses inward, taking the trapped figures with it into a fiery abyss. In the Bansira village of decades past, night falls, casting long shadows across the huts. Champa's face, a grotesque mask of terror and remorse, contorts in the dim light. Her trembling hands reach for the heavy wooden bolt, a desperate act of defense. With a surge of adrenaline, Champa shoves the bolt into the door's latch. The resounding click of the bolt echoes through the silent night, amplifying the impending dread. The village is plunged into an eerie silence, broken only by the creaks of the ancient wooden door, as Champa anxiously awaits what lurks beyond. Bansira village lies in smoldering ruins, a haunting testament to devastation. Villagers wander through the wreckage, their faces reflecting profound shock and sorrow. Champa stands before the devastated villagers, her expression a mask of somber resolve. Her voice echoes through the desolation as she speaks.
It was an accident.
The villagers remain silent, the weight of the tragedy heavy in the air. Smoke continues to rise, a grim reminder of the lives and homes now lost. In the dim light, Champa's face is highlighted by the shadows, the scene thick with unspoken tension. The shadows deepen, obscuring Champa's features as if the darkness itself is listening. A sense of dread fills the room as the whispers grow, enveloping Champa in their insidious embrace. Her eyes widen, reflecting a mix of fear and anticipation as the whispers seem to close in. The air crackles with unseen energy as Champa braces herself for the unknown, her fate hanging in the balance. In the dimness of Champa's house, an old oil lamp flickers, its flame mirroring a life nearing its end. The subtle dance of light and shadow hints at the delicate balance between existence and fading. Each flicker of the flame seems to echo the last moments of strength. The lamp's glow serves as a stark reminder of life's fragility. In the stillness of the night, the lamp continues to burn. The lamp serves as a beacon of hope against the encroaching darkness. The night deepens as rain drums relentlessly against Champa's house, each drop a stark reminder of isolation. The rhythmic drumming intensifies, resonating through the house. Each drop amplifies, creating a symphony of sound that threatens to shatter the barrier between the tangible and the surreal. The house is silent, save for the relentless drumming of the rain. Night falls heavily upon Bansira village, where shadows stretch like grasping hands. Headstones multiply, each a stark reminder of Champa's crushing guilt. The air grows thick with unspoken accusations, a suffocating weight of past deeds. The village is shrouded in darkness, with only the cold stones bearing witness to secrets. Each grave whispers a tale of sorrow, amplifying the village's haunting silence. The weight of the past settles upon Bansira, a burden carried by the very stones beneath. Under the veil of night, Bansira village holds its breath, unaware of the spectral transformation about to unfold. From the shadows, a figure begins to materialize, its form indistinct and ethereal. The moonlight dances across its face, revealing the haunting visage of a child who never lived. The village is now haunted. In the heart of Bansira village, night conceals a dark struggle as unseen hands drag Champa into the depths. The earth claims her, swallowing her whole as her desperate cries pierce the stormy night. Her screams echo, a haunting symphony of terror swallowed by the storm's fury. Silence descends as the village returns to its eerie quiet, leaving only the storm as witness. Under a stormy sky, Bansira village fades into darkness. A panoramic view reveals the stormy sky. The village vanishes from view. Stormy sky dominates the night. Bansira village is now completely gone. Under the relentless downpour, the forgotten road fades into oblivion. The rain intensifies, erasing any trace of Bansira's presence. Each drop carries away a memory, a whisper of what once was. The road glistens under the night sky, reflecting the storm's fury. The relentless rain transforms the road into a river, flowing into the unknown. The forgotten road is now a canvas of water, where past and present merge. Inside the car, the driver's grip on the steering wheel tightens, his knuckles bone white under the dim dashboard lights. Headlights relentlessly cut through the night, painting the same stretch of road with an eerie repetition. Trees become blurred streaks of green and brown, offering no solace, no direction in the oppressive darkness. The GPS screen flickers with false hope, its digital glow a cruel reminder of the driver's isolation. A sigh escapes the driver's lips, heavy with frustration and defeat. He runs a hand roughly through his hair, a gesture of desperation in the claustrophobic confines of the car. A forgotten road vanishes into an oppressive darkness, swallowed by looming shadows. A sliver of moon struggles to pierce the thick veil of clouds, casting an eerie glow upon the desolate path. An unsettling silence descends, broken only by the rustling of unseen entities lurking within the nearby woods. The whisper returns, slithering through the very air itself, growing closer and more menacing with each passing moment. The darkness deepens, and the road ahead seems to twist and turn, promising only unknown terrors. A chilling presence permeates the scene, hinting at something malevolent drawing near, ready to emerge from the shadows. Inside the car, the driver's hands clench the steering wheel, his knuckles stark white against the dim light. Shadows writhe and twist outside, the road ahead swallowed by the encroaching darkness. The dashboard lights cast an eerie glow on his face, revealing the raw fear etched into every line. His face twists with fear. The car's taillights disappear around a dark bend, swallowed by the night. Relentless raindrums against the asphalt, the sound echoing through the trees. Darkness descends, and visibility fades into nothingness. The forgotten road lies silent, save for the drumming rain and whispering trees. The village of Bansira at night, a landscape marred by a raw, open wound in the earth. Rain falls relentlessly, each drop striking the exposed soil like a hammer. The open earth is a stark reminder of the village's vulnerability. The steady rain continues to fall, washing away the hope of Bansira. From the depths of the earth, a hand claws upward, reaching for salvation. Another hand joins the first, doubling the desperation as the night watches. A third hand breaks the surface, a silent plea against the backdrop of Bansira village. The earth yields to the relentless ascent as hope flickers in the darkness. From the depths, shadowy figures ascend into the night of Bansira village. Their silhouettes materialize against the faint village lights. The figures slowly gather, their purpose shrouded in mystery. They are the ones from before, their presence looming over the village. An unsettling stillness descends as they watch, their intentions unknown. In the heart of Bansira village, they emerge, silhouettes etched against the eerie night. A moment hangs in the balance, their presence a stark defiance against the encroaching fog. Then, as if the night itself conspires, the mist claims them, swallowing their forms whole. The fog thickens, a swirling vortex where once they stood, now only emptiness remains. The night exhales, leaving behind nothing but the ghostly dance of mist, a silent testament to their fleeting existence.